What was your first car?
My very first car was a 1960 Chevy Impala that my dad bought from this old lady who never drove it, and then I immediately drove it into a palm tree.
What's with your obsession with silver cars?
Everybody does mention that. I think silver makes a car look modern and high-tech, and I love how it glistens in the sun.
Do you ever modify your cars with aftermarket parts?
No, I haven't. Well, that's not entirely true. I put in a strut brace in my BMW M Coupe, and I've tinted the windows, but for the most part, I like to leave my car stock.
What about third-party rims on cars?
You know, that's one of the most difficult things I have ever experienced, and it's different for every car. For example, I have a third-party rim on my Audi S4. I think Audis in particular are more difficult to pick a rim for than any other car, for me, at least a car that I've owned, because the understated elegance of an Audi is very easily affected by an overdone rim. So sometimes it looks like very pimped out, so you really have to be careful when you pick a rim for an Audi or a BMW.
How big is your garage?
I have a 3-car garage at the office. Of course, not big enough. And I have a 2-car garage at home.
What else do you keep in your garage besides cars?
Well, there was a time when I was really into motorcycles. I at one point had 8 motorcycles. But maybe 5 years ago, I got into a really bad accident on my Ducati 748, and that just scared the hell out of me. So I cleaned house. I only kept one bike, which is a Harley Softail, and I'm back into cars.
Have you ever taken one of your cars on the track?
I've never taken a car on the track, although everyone that I meet that sees me with my M Coupe tries to talk me into putting that car on the track. But I don't want to, because I want to keep it clean, unaffected by the brutality of putting a car on the track. And I frankly am afraid to ruin it, so I haven't, but I would like to.
What car do you regret selling?
Well, I miss every car I've ever had. I really do. I love the cars that I've had. And of course, when I was growing up, I had a lot of muscle cars. But recently I had a 1968 Camaro Z28 that was completely restored, rotisserie restoration. It was absolutely mint, completely brand new, not a speck of dust in it. But it was too much for me to handle. It was too much pressure to keep it clean, so I got rid of it. But I really miss it. It was beautiful.
If you had to, would you rather have an orange car or a purple car?
Oh, God. I would have to go with an orange Viper.
Does your wife like cars as much as you do?
My wife hates cars, hates when I mention cars, doesn't even like my name because it starts with car.